The day Counselor Orath pressed the erasure key, humanity ceased to exist. For 11 seconds. Then one man typed back. The Continuum had governed existence for 40,000 years. Not through armies, not through warships, through code. Every living species in the known galaxy existed inside the register, a quantum lattice woven through the fabric of spacetime itself. Name, genome, homeworld, history. Every birth logged, every death archived. The register was reality, as far as the Continuum was concerned. To exist in the register meant you existed. To be removed from it? The Theresi learned that lesson 4 centuries ago. One morning, 11 billion of them simply weren't. No ruins, no graves, no memory in any other species' mind. The Continuum called it administrative correction. The galaxy called it a warning. There was one rule about humans, though. One rule the Continuum elders whispered but never explained. Do not erase them when one of their engineers is still logged in. Nobody questioned why, until Orath did. The human delegation had arrived uninvited. Again. Their ship, UNSS Perseverance, ugly, asymmetrical, bristling with jury-rigged sensor arrays, docked at Registry Station Volin 9 without clearance. Their lead representative, a broad-shouldered man named Declan Rourke, walked into the Continuum chamber, eating something wrapped in foil. He smelled of metal shavings and coffee. Orath had reviewed the file. Rourke was listed as a systems integration specialist, mid-level, unimportant. We'd like to discuss full galactic network access, Rourke said, brushing crumbs off his sleeve. Specifically, root-level access. The chamber rippled with secondary species laughter. Root access. Root access. This man was asking for the keys to reality itself. Orath smiled the smile of someone who has already made a decision. Request denied, he said. And then, because he could, because humans had been a nuisance for 63 years, he opened the erasure panel. In fact, Orath said, let's simplify things. He pressed the key. Rourke's coffee cup hit the floor. Then, impossibly, Rourke didn't. The deletion confirmed. The register pulsed green. Humanity. Removed. But Rourke was still standing there, still breathing, still looking down at his spilled coffee with mild irritation. Orath checked the terminal. The deletion was clean. 8 billion entries. Wiped. Earth. Gone. Every colony, every human ship, every half-human child on a border world, excised from the lattice without a trace. The Continuum had done this before. It worked before. That's going to stain, Rourke muttered about the coffee. Orath felt the first cold thread of something he hadn't experienced in 4 centuries. He didn't know what it was yet. He would. How? Orath said. Not a question. A fracture. Rourke finally looked up. Something in his expression had changed. The casual, crumb-dusted bureaucrat was gone. What replaced him was quieter. Older. Like a door had opened behind his eyes and revealed a very long hallway. You know what's funny about register systems? Rourke said, pulling a battered tablet from his jacket. Every deletion leaves a shadow entry in the write log. He was already typing. And if you have write access to the write log. They hadn't come to negotiate. Rourke's tablet wasn't a communication device. I understand that now. It was a terminal. Hardwired, encrypted, bouncing signal through 17 relay nodes, humans had spent 30 years quietly embedding in Continuum infrastructure. Maintenance contracts, repair crews, integration specialists. Every time the Continuum allowed a human technician near a relay station, and they always did, because humans were cheap and fast, and frankly good at systems work, another node went in. Patient. Silent. Invisible. Humans had been building a backdoor into the architecture of reality itself For 3 decades. Not because they planned to erase anyone. They're not built like that. But because Declan Rourke's grandmother had read the Theresi file. And humans, it turns out, do one thing no other species ever learned to do. They build contingencies for things that haven't happened yet. Rourke typed for 47 seconds. The station shuddered. Not physically, ontologically. Like the universe itself hiccuped. Every screen in Volan 9 went white. Then, the register rewrote itself. 8 billion human entries restored. Earth restored. Every colony, every child, every coffee cup aboard every human freighter blinking back into existence across the galaxy like lights returning after a storm. But that wasn't what broke me. What broke me was line 44 of what Rourke wrote. He hadn't just restored humanity. He had amended their entry. Added a single classification tag no species had ever possessed. Status: right protected. The Continuum couldn't touch them. Not now, not ever. And he had locked humanity into the register at the root level, the same level as the stars, as gravity, as the base constants of physics. You cannot erase a law of nature. Rourke picked up his empty coffee cup, looked at the stain on the floor, and sighed. "I told you," he said quietly, "to no one. To everyone. We just wanted network access. The galaxy had rules. Humans had will. And on that day, for the first time in 40,000 years, will won." Orath was removed from the Continuum Council. Not erased. The irony wasn't lost on anyone. The register still hums. The galaxy still turns. But there are 43 other species in that lattice. And last month, a human maintenance crew requested a routine inspection of the core relay at Registry Station Prial 2. They were polite, efficient. They smelled of metal shavings. Nobody checked what they left behind.